Welcome back to the Voices of the Youth. I'm your host for today, Iskandar Zulkarnain, and today we will start off with the breaking news. Malaysia Airports Holdings Berhad (MAHB) is in a significant of privatization effort which led by a consortium including Khazanah Nasional, Employees Provident Fund (EPF), Global Infrastructure Partners (GIP), and the Abu Dhabi Investment Authority (ADIA). The consortium aims to acquire the remaining shares in MAHB that they haven't owned at RM11 per share, amounting to around RM10.09 billion. Behind this move, it is to improve the Malaysia airport connectivity and competitiveness as Malaysia's long-haul flight connection and overall investment have lagged behind compared to Singapore and Thailand. The privatization is expected to set a decision that significant investment and implement international best practices to enhance service levels and passenger growth at MAHB-operated airports. This deal has to face the controversy, especially regarding the involvement of foreign corporations like GIP, BlackRock, which has connection to Israel. The critic, Wan Ahmad Faisal, have questioned whether selling shares to a foreign corporation was really necessary considering how profitable MAHB is right now.
Dan rakyat Malaysia tidak nampak di mana logik dan relevannya kita membawa masuk GIP untuk membantu MAHB, sebuah syarikat yang berdaya saing yang tidak pernah rugi kecuali zaman COVID. Malah kalau kita lihat GIP antara operator yang menguruskan airport terburuk di dunia. Saya dan pembangkang dan rakyat Malaysia.
However, the Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim insisted that Malaysia Airport Holdings Berhad has never been sold to foreign party and continues to remain the property of Malaysia.
Ini hanya melibatkan pengurusan. MAHB itu syarikat yang menguruskan lapangan terbang. Lapangan terbang kekal milik kerajaan Malaysia. Penjualan ini ataupun exercise ini hanya melibatkan pengurusan. MAHB itu syarikat yang menguruskan lapangan terbang. Lapangan terbang kekal milik kerajaan Malaysia. Penjualan ini ataupun
That is it for the breaking news. We will be right back after this short commercial.
Wonder Coffee.
Welcome back to the Voices of the Youth. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Welcome back to the next segment, which is the current issues. I am Aliesya and today we will unfold the cases of prostitution hubs in Malaysia. Earlier last week, the police officers has successfully raided another prostitution hub run by foreigners in a budget hotel in Bukit Bintang. The prostituters were in the age range of 21 and 40 years old. Recently, the New Straits Times also had exposed the wide range of prostitution activities along Jalan Gelang 8 and Jalan Kalong in a food court. And then, on 27th of June, police has identified 4 prostitution hotbeds in Kuala Lumpur City Centre. City Police Chief Datuk Rusdi Muhammad Isa said that the police have conducted 409 raids in Kuala Lumpur since January this year, which led to 1,691 arrests. These prostitution cases is under investigation under the Section 327B of the Penal Code and Section 61C of the Immigration Act 1959, which, if it's found guilty, they will have to face imprisonment for up to 15 years of fines and other punishments due to carrying out activities that are contrary to the conditions of the issuance of the pass and permits. Upon inspection, other than seizing condoms, tubes of lubricants, rolls of tissues, and multiple mobile phones, the police found that none of these foreigners prostitutes had valid work permits or travel documents. Following with the latest news of foreigners' requests on extending visa from the government has speculated discussions among Malaysians whether or not if the procedure of obtaining the visa is too loose for the foreigners that leads to many prostitution cases. Here is one of the interview from the concerned Malaysians regarding the cases. Hi. Do you mind if we ask a couple of questions for a quick interview right now?
Not at all.
All right, first of all, what is your name?
My name is Rizman Iskandar. You can call me Rizman.
All right, Mr. Rizman, what do you know about the prostitution cases among foreigners that is happening in Malaysia right now?
Oh yeah, I just read it on the news yesterday, so I know a few things.
All right, as a Malaysian who's currently living in Kuala Lumpur, right? Do you think that the government should extend the work visa of these foreigners?
To be honest, I don't see why not, because I understand that by extending the work visa would cause the cases to grow a lot worse. However, it is important to note that not all of them are involved. So by them not just extending the visa as a whole, will make Malaysian to lose potential workers. So I think that the government should take a few steps in order to avoid these cases from happening.
So, what are the steps that you think the government should take?
I believe that the government can. I believe that the government can tighten their rules and regulations so that they can detect the person who has the past record of doing so.
All right, that is all for today's interview. Thank you. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Therefore, the government should take immediate action to stop these inappropriate cases once and for all. That's all from me. Voices of the Youth will be right back after the short break. Welcome back to the Voices of the Youth. Let's celebrate the arrival of our fascinating guest, Ms. Farida, our news correspondent for today.
Sorry for the interruption. Now we continue for the sports segment. Welcome back to the Voices of the Youth. Let's celebrate the arrival of our fascinating guest, Miss Farida, our news correspondent for today.
Hello everyone, my name is Farida Delisha and I'm excited to be your correspondent for today's news.
Welcome, Miss Farida. How are you feeling today?
Good, good. Never been better. What about you?
I'm fine as you are. Miss Farida, is it true that you are a world-renowned athlete?
Yes, I am, and I have also participated in numerous international sports events.
Wow, what a chance to get you up on a stage. Your insights have been invaluable. And now, let's move on to our final segment. Recently, the Malaysians team's official attire was revealed during an Olympic Day celebration as the Exchange TRX in Kuala Lumpur on Sunday, June 23. Let's take a look at a video of the new Malaysians launching sports attire. I have a question for you, Miss Farida. Were you at the celebration for this event?
Yes, I'm indeed was at the event.
What were your thoughts during the event and what is your opinion on the new uniforms?
Well, before they showed us the uniform, I was really looking forward to it. I hoped that they would change the design because it looked the same as in previous years. However, when they did show it to us, I was a little disappointed.
Thank you, Ms. Farida. The media reported that it received a backlash and criticism from Malaysians who expressed their dislike for the designs, with some saying they are old fashioned, no changes, and ugly. Honestly, Ms. Farida, what about you? What is your opinion on this news about the sports attire?
In my opinion, I completely agree with Malaysians about the sports uniforms. We could improve the design, especially since the colors of the uniforms don't align well with the Malaysian flag. It's difficult for other countries to recognize Malaysians with such different colors. Additionally, it appears that the uniforms haven't changed much in the past few years.
I couldn't agree with you more, Ms. Farida. Our news has reached other countries, stating that the Malaysia, with a population of over 30 million people, couldn't find anyone to model the uniforms and instead choosing the mannequins. How do you respond to this?
Well, it is a bit of a bummer that this idea popped up. Malaysia's got over 30 million folks and we're bursting with talent. In this case, Malaysians could become a laughing stock from worldwide because of the design and the choices of models that don't present our country well.
You are absolutely right, Ms. Farida. Now, why don't we take a look at the uniforms for the past 8 years? Hmm. It seems that the uniforms has only changed to brighter colors, but maintained the same design. What do you think, Ms. Farida? Do you have the same opinions as me?
Yes, I am. It seems that not much has changed in terms of the design. The government might view uniform continuity as a kind of tradition, but modernizing the uniforms could improve Malaysia's standing abroad as standards change. And also, it could build the athletes' confidence, such as me.
That's exactly how I feel. By doing those, we could also attract media attention and celebrate Malaysia's heritage. Last but not least, Ms. Farida, after all the buzz and the criticism about the new Malaysian sports attire, I actually have some exciting news to share.
Well, what are you waiting for? Share the exciting news with us.
Well, Malaysia has decided to redesign the uniforms and come up with an exciting improved version. And according to the new Straits Times, the Olympic Council of Malaysia, OCM, is teaming up with Neonex to design a brand new exclusive outfit for the event. What a fantastic news, don't you think?
That is amazing news, Miss Marissa. I did not see that coming at all.
Well, that concludes for today's news. A big thank you to Ms. Farida Delsha for her contribution to our show and everyone who joined us for today's discussion. I am Marsa Danya. We look forward to seeing you all again next week.
Test of the day.